Hi, good morning. Morning, everyone. I'm going to try and project my voice as best as I can this morning. I have woken up with nearly no voice, so I apologize. So I've done a little bit of a rejig, and going to get you doing a lot of talking this morning. So gear yourselves up for that. I'm sure Pete, were many of you at Pete's session this morning? Great. So I'm sure you're fired up and ready to go, ready for some success today. I'm Grant Henderson. Thank you for attending. It's great to have so many people here. I am the international director for a company called i3 Profiling. I also run a consultancy business here in Newcastle called Corporate Consulting. Today, what we're going to cover, and again, like I said, I'll probably trim things down as best as possible, and if you lose me halfway through, I'll get one of you up here finishing the slides for me. This morning, what we're looking at is who are you? Obviously, there's a strong link there to what I do with i3 Profiling. What is your business? It can be a bit of a throwaway line, but what we're going to look at is actually the final claim there, getting clarity on what your business is, and see if there's a link between who you are and what your business is. So there's a lot in this session that's about self-esteem and certainly invigorating who you are and encouraging you, but equally seeing where the link is into your business or what you do in business, so what you do in your job role. And making sure that there is a connection. So, who are you? Starting off with that. What I certainly believe, let's put two statements up here. You're completely individual and unique. And today, with all the pressures on economically, and certainly, well, it's not necessarily just today, but there's a kind of common trend to get people to conform, get people to all be the same, to fit into boxes. What I certainly believe, and what I'm sure you believe when you get up each morning, is that we're all completely different, completely unique. So our methodology behind i3 as a profiling system is to do away with all tick boxes, all groupings, and look at you completely as an individual. And we really mean that, though. So what we deliver as a profiling system, and I'll give you a very, very brief overview of that. Every single profile we deliver is completely unique, and the reason we do that is because we believe, and it's a real belief and a value behind our business, that we have to inspire uniqueness, and we have to encourage that. It's not just about people trying to conform. There's no one person on this earth that's the same as you when you get up, and part of why my voice is so crackly, we're all born unique. This little guy was born 10 days ago, so he's my firstborn son, Cole. And I've been getting about 2 hours kip over the last week or so. So thus, yeah, totally run down. So you're getting kind of me operating in zombie state here. So I hope it all makes sense, but I've got a pretty good excuse, I think. Obviously, I'm really stoked with little Cole, and it's evident to me, obviously, that uniqueness coming through a little baby like that, but obviously in ourselves. I'm nearly going to get all choked up here. Anyway, let me move on. i3, what we do, I don't want to sit here and kind of stand here and sell to you today, but I want to give you just a brief concept of what we do. And there are a few people in this room that have been through this system already, so have a bit of a grasp. But basically, we identify 7 instinctive traits or types in people. And just to explain why this is different to every other system out there, a lot of you will probably have gone through profiling type systems. What we do that's completely different is that we rank your instinctive traits from least instinctive to most instinctive. And every single profile is different. And I'll stand over here with this chart basically. This is actually my profile. So this is the headline of what we do according to myself. At the top of my list, I've got promoting, and just to, it probably isn't totally evident today because of this lack of voice control, but promoting as an instinctive trait is all about vocal confidence, about the ability to promote something vocally. There's an element of encouragement behind that, so an instinctive trait or a type in terms of looking for the positive in things, wanting to encourage people, etc., etc., etc. There's a lot of stuff behind that. Right down to the bottom of my chart, just to give you a comparison, is the instinctive trait of practical. Now, practical is about a natural instinctive ability to administrate, to get tasks done, things like writing to-do lists and finishing them off, it's quite low down on my chart. So even putting together this presentation was a challenge, and ticking it off at 1 o'clock in the morning is pretty much standard for me. So that, again, just in terms of my mix, I can do all these things. I'm most instinctive in promoting, I'm least instinctive in practical. When I do things in that practical realm, I'm really having to apply myself. So basically, this is just a very quick example. I don't want to harp on about I3 profiling too much, but that's why we're different. That's why, and every single person in this room, if you were to do a profile, no two profiles would come out the same. Basically, every single person, the order would be different. Some of the orders would be the same, but the actual spacing in between would be different. We have another form of interpretation that comes out, which is your individual style. And the combination of those two, it's mathematically impossible that anyone in this room would have the same profile, and let alone anyone in the world. So again, we're not putting you into a grouping or a box or saying you're this type of person overall and you're the same as someone else. What we're saying and what we're encouraging is that you're all completely different. And I need a pit stop, otherwise I'm not going to be able to speak. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Now I'm going to hand over to you guys. What is most instinctive to you? Obviously, it would be great if every single one of you in here had been profiled, and I could give you your feedback, and we could actually highlight what's most instinctive to you. But I'm going to give you 3 basic examples. What I'd like you to do, have a think about it, and then we're going to get you interacting, and I want you to share with someone. We'll say it for ease here, the person to your right, partner up if there's 3 people or there's an odd number, just converse. You can do that. We're all grown-ups. There's 3 options here, so I'm going to go through them with you. Are you naturally more vocal and encouraging? So obviously you can see that's a lead trait in me, so it's an easy one to go for. Are you more detailed and factual? So it's paying attention to detail, looking into the small facts, checking out things, researching. Is that sort of thing more instinctive to you? Or caring and emotive, being there for people, adhering to emotional needs of people, showing real care. So there's three pretty different groupings of trait. And what I want you to think about is, in yourself, you know yourselves well, which of those 3 is most instinctive to you? So when you get out of bed in the morning, is getting up and encouraging people and being vocal and being confident vocally, is that something that you would coin and say, yeah, that's top instinct for me, that's naturally what I do? Equally, it could be that you get out and going and fact-finding, researching, getting all the details, being very objective, might be something that's very instinctive to you. And on the other hand, it might be caring, showing compassion, just being there for people. So have a think about it. Now what I want you to do is share that with the person to your right, and then reciprocate and share back to the person to your left as to what is most instinctive to you. So over to you. What do you think is most instinctive? And 20 seconds, just why you think that. So go for it.